Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dragon Age Fortune and Fate. I'm back with our trio of intrepid adventurers and scallywags and scoundrels. Well, really only one of them is that. And we have a lot of things that have happened. First off, Tyler, welcome back. So, Tyler, would you like a recap of what occurred last week?
I would love a recap, Rob. Thank you.
Well, you all died. No, I'm kidding. No, in all seriousness, you were able to survive the Deep Road. You killed a darkspawn emissary who actually nearly wiped out two members of the party, which was so satisfying, but not enough. But you're able to kill him and the remaining darkspawn and discover that they were possibly cultivating and growing these mushrooms in the Deep Roads with the darkspawn taint. Very unusual. You also find a lot of artifacts and things, including what looks like a golem control rod, which turns out to actually be a good golem control rod. And you actually get that golem in the Deep Roads you found at the crossroads there to work, which is great. And you also find... Yes, well, it's with the dwarves now. And you also found a unused memory crystal, which knocks off like half of one of your artifacts that you were searching for.
Hot dang.
You just need to get it activated and created process. It's basically like a crude version. It's like halfway there.
I gotcha.
So you head back to the dwarves, and you realize the dwarves kind of suckered you all into a 6-month contract to work for them. But... Thankfully, Mosca had none of that and rolled the godliest roll of the world to not only get you out of that contract by buying it out for a very cheap price, but he would also be able to steal back all of the money that he spent, and then some, including the memory crystal, which was the dwarves were going to hold on to, and you kind of just left.
So, basically, like the nonsense I did where I was able to talk ourselves into doing the expedition to the Deep Roads.
Yeah, and he was able to talk yourselves out of it.
Brilliant.
So, you left the dwarves, and then you decided to head eastward to Vigil's Keep. The reason for Vigil's Keep was you found something in Kalsharak which looked like it was a written missive or note with a key that had the Grey Warden's griffin crest on it.
Oh.
You head to Vigil's Keep. You meet the Warden commander there, a woman by the name of an Orlesian by the name of Belinda, and she's actually quite nice, although her subordinates are not as trusting. She brings you down to a vault. And she says that the previous warden commander had a key just like the one you're carrying, because she has one too for her own vault. She uses the key that you bring her. You open the vault door and you see tons of artifacts and items in this room. Werlin specifically focuses on a piece of what looks like ancient elven armor from hundreds of thousands of years ago. But Marius finds Anvil Breaker in the room.
Cha-ching.
However, Belinda doesn't wish to part with it, but she makes a deal after some clunky attempts to negotiate and compromise. Several members of the Grey Wardens recently have been acting very strangely, especially their current recruits. Some of them are disappearing at night, never to return. Others just simply seem to go mad and stoic. She wants you to find out what's happening, so all three of you are quote-unquote conscripted into the Grey Wardens for the time being. And you spend a day training. I'm assuming you go with the magic training, because that's what you do. You meet the magic... It's almost like Harry Potter for a little bit. You meet the magic instructor. They give you drugs to make your magical abilities more powerful.
Gotcha. So that's how we're justifying the sort of
Just
level
like
up.
Harry Potter.
Yes, just like Harry Potter. Whereas Werlin decides, fuck that, I'm going to go swing a mace around, and you do, and get his butt kicked by a Grey Warden combatant who you can barely hit.
Yo, Roland's
okay,
fully revealed, getting butt kicked and then healing up.
All right. Just for kind of Rob's understanding, I just kind of looked over leveling up. We hit level 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's an odd number level. I'm putting a point into my Constitution, and for my talent, I'm going to up my entry magic talent from novice to journeyman.
Sounds good.
Yep,
and
same for grade.
So now all entry magic costs 1 fewer mana for me to cast, and I also
What's
gain
your spell?
And I gain a new entropy spell. I just noticed that.
Yeah, don't forget about it. Be sure to choose it.
Choose wisely.
I'm actually stuck between either horror, which is a more advanced version of daze.
Good one.
Yeah. I'll scour the spell book. I can just have it be that that's just my character either training with the Grey Wardens and learning more magic, and therefore it can feel organic, I guess.
Yes. And you basically spend the day training. Then at night, Whirlin, one of the trainees that you noticed, a man by the name that was named Gian by the person you struck a conversation with. Her name was Stelina. You notice that Gian just starts walking outside of the Grey Warden encampment out of nowhere, avoiding any of the watch guards or anything like that in the shadows of Vigil's Keep. And you wake up Stelina and the rest of the party, and you are about to follow them. And that's where we left off. So you basically have a Grey Warden in the middle of the night who just out of nowhere gets up and leaves, a recruit that hasn't taken the joining yet. And you have another recruit, as well as the three of you that are trying to figure out what's going on, so you're going to follow him. That's where we left off, so I leave the rest to you.
Yep. We're creeping into the night, following Gian, hoping to see what happens.
And with that, if you are going to creep, I need you to make stealth rolls.
Did we do that last time?
I don't believe so.
We did cunning, I think, and magic and perception. So yeah, we haven't done the sneaking part yet. Let's do the sneaking. Which would be dexterity, I suppose, right?
Yes.
Okay. High 6 stunt points. How you doing?
Oh, fuck.
This is off to a good start.
Go ahead and use them, you fucking shadow, you.
You know what? I'll take stealth as a focus for an additional +2 for the rest of the scene.
Alright. Well, you're able to, Rodin, you might not make
then
it.
I got
Hold
2
on.
more points.
Is Stelina coming with you?
Yes, I have invited her to come with us.
Okay, do you want a character sheet for Stelina there,
Yeah, I'll
Theta?
take custody.
I was going to give it to
yeah.
I was going to give it to Theta. Do you want her character sheet? Because I did make one.
Sorry, I always jump on every character I can.
Or do you want to just put Mosca in the scene and not give a shit?
I'm just imagining this is sort of like we're just like photoshopping like Mosca and we're just dragging his JPEG into the scene.
Also, preemptively choose advantageous positioning. I'll just wait until something happens and position myself appropriately when it happens.
You got it. You should see Stelina's face now.
Yep.
I did actually preempt this a little bit and made her. So let me. Theta, you have access to her sheet. If you want, double check to make sure that she actually is correct. It should be correct. Because last time you found out that I was shortchanging the damage that our friend Rudolph could do. Anyway. Alright, so you...
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead. I was just confirming, yeah, I'll be picking up Horror. That's my new spell.
Okay. You should have access to it. I just gave it to you. Why can't I open her sheet now? What the fuck? Why the sheet's not opening? That's not opening for me either. That's weird.
I agree. Oh, this is fun. Welcome to you figuring out problems. The roll 20.
All right, I exited out and re-entered, and now it works. It says you can be edited and controlled by, so you should have her access to her sheet. So, just in case, I'll keep it here. Anyway, we're back. We're back and running. You should be good. What was your role again? I'm sorry. It was like 17. Griffin.
Yep, 17, and if you want to retroactively apply the bonus because of the talent, that'd be +2, so 19.
19 total. Okay. Rodin, what was your role?
13.
13, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I actually have to roll the watch now.
Watch as they get like pure 18.
They do see Rodin. Unless if there's like some sort of way for your stunt points to help him. One of the warden guards actually goes to Rodin and
I got an offer then.
And basically asks, "Hello, where you going, buddy?"
So I sort of look around. I was kind of looking for an outhouse.
Roll a bluff.
Roll a bluff.
You got 5 points. You can use them.
Yes, I will use them.
If you want me to use the 2 stunt points, eliminate advantageous positioning and just say distraction happens. Like, there's a rat over in the storehouse and it just knocked everything over at once for a loud noise.
Yeah, you can do that.
There you go. So I'll spend my last stunt points on that.
As you say, I'm looking for the outhouse. There's a loud. What do you do to make a distraction? Werlin.
Oh, what? I have to make the distraction? You just offered, like, use my stunt points or something. Let's see then.
You said your stun points, or did you mean Rodin?
My stunt points is what you said.
Yeah, so if you're using yours, you have to make the distraction.
Okay, then. Let's go ahead and make that just another dexterity check. As I will go ahead and cause that distraction from distance, just throw something and cause a loud noise.
All right, you pick up what looks like maybe like a rock somewhere, and you throw it into one of the weapon racks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hit it straight on one of the claymores that's like hit on the hilt on the rack there outside near the training area. Falls over, and you just hear a massive crash as most of the swords and maces and whatnot just like crash onto the sand and the gravel of the ground. The guard that's nearby with Rodin says, "Hey, wait here a moment," and he starts running over to that area.
As I sort of look around, I just say, "Well," and I start a gesture of undoing my fly and running out of sight.
So you you don't have a zipper. You now have your pants down.
Yep.
I guess completely. Yep. And you're buck naked walking away from Vigil's Keep.
I gotta find the right tree.
That's not even an outhouse. That's just gonna hurt.
Yeah, you can do better than Burke.
Joke's on you, it's pine needles.
Anyway.
Terrible. Did you?
Anyway,
After a while, I'm with the rest of the group, like, all right.
so you still have sight on Gian. He was sneaking through, and you're able to catch him. I probably should have rolled for Stelina, but she's following close behind you, Werlin, so we'll assume she's just like shadowing you at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, she kind of just grabbed her sword and shield and whatnot, and is in like her like light raiment and all that stuff, not like the heavier armor that she normally wears.
Mm-hmm.
So you head out, and now you're like it is like almost pitch black around near Vigil, outside of Vigil's Keep. There's nothing really out here in the countryside and whatnot. You have a bead on Gian, but I need you to do one more perception roll between the two of you to see if you can still catch sight of him. That's not going to help.
Gotta love that double one. All right, Rodin, let's see if you have
Well,
eyes.
Do I have eyes? I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. It's interesting. Like the way Gian's walking, it's like he's not trying to hide. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can kind of get that.
Like
body language and movement, yeah.
Yeah, he's not sneaking around anymore. He's just out in the open. You notice he's like walking towards like a nearby like riverway that connects. That's a tributary that connects to the city of Amaranthine. And you're familiar enough with the area around here, Rodin, because you grew up around Ferelden. Like this, maybe not necessarily this part of it, but you've been here maybe once or twice. You know these roadways decently. So you're able to, keep pace while the other two are close behind.
Gotcha.
Eventually, you come to this.
Darkness.
I'm fixing that.
I knew it was going to end in darkness.
Darkness.
Darkness. No parents.
This is where Merlin reveals he was Batman all along.
Where are they?
Why did you say that?
Where is she?
All right, controversial opinion. I like Batman vs Superman.
I'm out.
I don't think it's a horrible movie. I think it could be a better movie, but I don't think it's horrible.
For me, that makes it worse.
That it could be better, or that I don't think it's horrible.
I think
Give me like
worse.
5 minutes of wind-up time. I'll eventually figure out what my opinion is.
Well, I think it's worse because you can see what they're going for with it, but it's all the wrong notes and all the wrong places screaming in your ear at all times.
That's probably a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, it's Zack Snyder. He does that.
Yeah, and I'm sick of it.
Like Zack Snyder is one of the only directors I know that for even when you're dealing with groups of people, everybody's an individual. It's like Ayn Rand on fucking steroids.
Well, say what you will, I'd say the very fact he got his version of Justice League made is like unintentionally the greatest adaptation of the Fountainhead ever.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I'm dropping that bomb on you.
They had a congressional hearing scene and everything.
So, Werlin, Rodin, do you have your token?
Oh yeah, right.
There.
We're doing that. We're doing that whole thing there.
You notice an area that looks like what was an old bridge that seems to have been destroyed or decayed. You think possibly from the darkspawn years ago that hasn't been rebuilt, at least not fully. And just notice, all you notice is that Gian is like all the way out at the edge.
I'm definitely like looking over to Rodham and go like he's definitely gonna jump.
We should probably close the distance.
But who's causing it? Where are they? I don't see anything.
Roll perception again, one more time.
10. More average.
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think so. 3.
Rodin is too fixated on Gian.
Durr.
Okay, what is your strength?
My strength is 1.
0.
Ooh, you have to run up and grab him because he is going to like just plop in for a swim.
Yeah, that was exactly going to be my plan. Orlin is running the bridge to try to stop him.
Okay, go ahead and do that grab.
All right. Will might apply.
Yes.
There you go. Let's do it. 9. Oh no, his strength fails him.
Hold on.
Fortunately, this is where our friend Selena can come in and actually have muscles.
Damn, muscle wizard.
If the Alina wants to come in.
12 on her attempt. Ooh, there we go.
He's trying to wiggle away. He's like, "What are you doing? Let me go before they see."
Get down for that bridge. We can't let you.
What are you talking about? And as you do that, you hear somebody on the other side. They shout, "Who's over there?"
I attempt to make a cat noise.
Roll a bluff check. I'll give you a +2 if you make the cat noise live right now. That was weak. It cut out too. Still,
Oh, that was even weird.
still nothing. I think your mic cut out. Hold on.
I heard the first one.
Try it one more time. Can you hear us?
I can't tell if you're dicking with me.
No, I'm not dicking with you. Seriously.
Oh, that would be a great prank, though. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll give it to you. +2 just because of comedy. The voice on the other side says, "Gian, you know what to do. Do it already." John Whisper says, just let me finish this. Trust me."
I kind of want to see if I can guess what he's going to do. I
Oh.
need an ability to understand what he's getting across. I think that's communication.
Actually, it'd be perception empathy.
Ooh, there you go. Okay, I'll go ahead and give that a roll.
You suspect that it seems like it's a situation where Gian is maybe... You can't get a good beat on it, other than that he looks a little nervous and a little, but very determined to finish what he started here. And it seems like it's some sort of maybe ritual or thing that he has to do. You can't tell for sure, though.
Whirlin's going to go ahead and use his instinct and say, "No, I can't. What's going on?"
Just trust me. They're not going to hurt me.
I can't believe that right now.
And then maybe you can join them, too.
Join who? What's going on?
The others across the bridge.
Can we see
And,
who?
I'll
can we
look
see
at Gian and
across
go, "There is no bridge."
Well, there actually is, but you can barely see it in the dark.
Yeah.
the tip.
Actually, can I have a lantern up? Can I like, shine across the gap?
You do the land.
Reveal yourself, of course.
Yeah.
I'm up here. I got the lantern. See for yourself.
You shine it across, and you see the bridge now, like the other end of it, like this stone bridge. It looks like you can jump it. Maybe about 6 or 8 yards of a jump. On the other side, what's interesting is that you do see the silhouette of a figure.
Ooh, let's see what we see.
It's like 2 figures. And when the lantern actually comes up, you hear the man on the other side says, "Jian, you brought friends." This is an unexpected choice.
I guess I will go ahead and turn to Gian and go, well, I guess you're up now. Oh, yes, friendly.
Do you let him go?
I will go ahead and let him go.
Okay. Let's see if Jian actually can jump the bridge.
Oh, it'll all end in tears. I just know it.
How far down is this bridge anyway? Or
It looks like it looks like it's maybe 20 feet high up
Okay.
into the river. The river itself, it's pretty calm tonight at this point at night. But Rodin, you know that sometimes this river can really flow like pretty hard if you're not careful during certain seasons.
This can be dangerous if you're not careful with the water. I can't mutter that under my breath.
John is gripping the side of the bridge as he makes the leap. He's like holding on on the edge. And the guy on the other side says, "Come, John, you can pull yourself up. You are strong. Show your strength. Do it."
Good, Anakin. Good. Kill him.
We'll
Kill him
also
now.
try to leap the gap.
Everybody's leaping the gap, huh?
Yeah.
Warren, no,
Focus
wait.
might.
Orlin, what are you doing?
That sound good, Rob? Might?
It's actually supposed to be acrobatics.
Ooh, well, don't have acrobatics, so guess we're just rolling straight strength.
Dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he rolled strength. Well, hey, that's even better. 14. I might actually make it.
You do. You're able to clear it. And you see a man before you. He's clean shaven on his face. He's wearing a very elaborate robe. It is mostly white in color, but you see little spikes and things. Your travels with Marius mark it as almost a Tevinter-styled robe. So you're able to recognize that. And he says, "Well, we have another visitor. Are you a recruit as well?"
Yeah, of course. Hold that thought 1 second, and I will actually go over and help him up.
The man scoffs at that.
Come on, Gian.
"You're not supposed to help."
Too bad.
Mike to pick him up,
Okay.
by the way. So we'll see if you actually can. Yeah,
Yes.
all of a sudden you're like the fucking Incredible Hulk, and you're able to just one-arm
Muscle
him.
wizard, man. It never.
This meme will not die.
Are the two of you also going to make the leap?
I look at the gap and go and look back to Selena and say, "Do you know if we can find another way around?"
Not really. Not that I can think of, at least. This river is pretty hefty. and it travels all the way to the city of Amaranthine.
I wistfully look back at my inventory with my ever so helpful bit of rope, and
It's supposed to be dexterity.
oh,
But jumping is a strength focus? I thought it was a dexterity focus.
yeah, jumping is a strength thing. Acrobatics is.
Fuck.
Jumping is the idea of making your distance. Acrobatics is doing the twirls and the flips and the shit.
Oh, so just straight up jumping is strength. Okay, so I made you roll the wrong thing, Whirlin, but you still made it across.
Would have been a +1.
Yeah. Okay, so you have Stelina who jumps, and she's now hanging on the side of it. She was able to grab it.
I just mutter under my breath. Well, this is one way of returning home, I guess. I step back, take a running leap, and
Fall straight into the river.
now the dice are gonna hear you, dude.
They're always watching.
They're like Santa Claus, but more evil.
I'm waiting.
I know you are.
Oh,
No bonuses, no focuses.
flop. You take it. You jump, and you just like belly flop into the river. I need roll 2d6.
Oh, shut up, Moscow.
No, I'm not that cruel. That's the other river.
Belly flop.
You scrape yourself off of some rocks and debris as you tumble down. You take 9 points of damage, and you are now you need to swim, which I know is I believe a strength. So you should know that. I think it is a strength.
Been swept away by the river.
Oh no, swimming is Constitution. Excuse me.
Is that any
Damn
better?
right,
Roden?
Constitution. How dare you, sir?
That's a little better. You're able to right yourself, and you're starting to swim to like one of the rocks nearby. And I guess you're gonna swim to the shore and start climbing up that.
Yep, might as well.
That's a good roll.
Michael Phelps in this.
I really want to watch the Olympics right now. I don't know what channel it's on because it's all on fucking streams at the moment.
Fun.
It was. I love the Olympics. I got not gonna lie, even though it's such a bad idea to have them right now, but it's alright. And what makes it worse is the only reason they're holding them right now is because money.
Yup.
Basically.
But I guess it makes sense. Anyway, you take some damage, but you are able to swim to the shoreline. The man on the bridge says, "Good, good. You're still alive. Perhaps you would be useful there."
Dude, we just come back to Roden and we just have this like evil zoom in on his face.
It is very strange to have such a large group, Gian. Tell me, who are your friends?
Oh, hi. That's Selena, and that's Roden. Yeah.
And you are?
Whirlin. Yeah.
I must admit, I did not expect such a large group. We were just here to see if Gian would be able to take the leap, so to say.
I guess a physical and metaphorical one. That's kind of clever. I like that. So So I guess we're here to be recruited now, but what are we going to be doing?
Hi, you're already asking a lot of questions. Don't worry, they'll be answered in time. Please, follow me back to the encampment. We should get out of the cold here. I must admit, down south here is a little much. You notice there's a second guy that hasn't said a word, but this guy is decked in like full like armor, plate armor, and he has this massive tower shield.
Right.
Also,
I'm kind of looking that up and down and thinking I don't want any of it.
you know, the fella that's leading you away brings you back to an area over here, and with a flick of his wrists, he lights up a fire pit nearby.
Ooh.
There's what looks like what was the remains of an old like guardhouse or ruin or castle here.
Look at goblins in the distance.
They're not goblins.
I'm trying to inspect and see
Wrong
what it
setting.
is. Like they got weird helmets.
They do have weird helmets. I'm assuming you all just follow.
Yeah, Whirlin is.
Well, we're in the shit now.
He says, brothers and sisters that have joined us today, welcome, and welcome to the first ritual that will be your introduction to our group. Your brothers and sisters here will be witnesses to your ascension.
I think that's probably a cue for Whirlin to look at these guys and see is there anything weird about them other than just their helmet.
Go ahead, perception.
Okay. 12.
You notice,
Notice.
you notice outside of the helmet they have very simple clothing. To the like, and when I say simple, I'm talking like they're barely wearing anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually surprised by that. It's a little chilly out, you know.
So what you're trying to tell me is we accidentally stumbled on a weird leather bar thing.
Kinda like they got the pants, but they're not wearing shirts, and they have the armored helmet that's covering their face.
Are they acting or moving weirdly in any way?
Not really. They're just standing there. And they're-
Motionless, without
well,
any kind of like
I'm-
ordinary movements, like
I'm
idling.
Yeah, idling by. They're not really doing much, just standing at attention as if they're soldiers. I'm trying, like, they're almost like in a semicircle formation right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy here is clearly a mage. Picks up a staff, and he says, Gian, I wish you to go first. Please. And he points to an area on the ground, and you just see it starting to light up as he points with his staff. This interesting greenish color.
Can I make a magic roll to determine the nature of this ritual?
Yes, go ahead.
And of course, if you have a specialty in blood magic,
I do not have a specialty in blood magic. You know this.
That would
is
help.
Antithetical. No.
You got 4 stunt points if you want to use them.
Give me a second. 4, 8, 9 plus 5, 14. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't add everything properly. I'm just double checking my stuff.
Yeah.
What would you say this would be? Exploration or roleplay stunts?
See, it's always weird because this feels like a role play to me, but you're like investigating at the same time.
I would say I'll probably argue it's exploration, just because I'm trying to figure out the nature of something that's in the environment rather than parse something that a person's saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Object of your attention is a pretty good one if you have the points for it.
Yeah, I was actually going to say object of my attention. Yeah.
So you notice, like, it looks like it's some sort of glyph, or like some sort of like almost like a summoning circle area here.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a form of blood magic. You know that much for sure, because like the greenish glow like starts to turn like red, like a sickly reddish green after a few moments.
Okay.
And you hear, and you see our friend here say, Gian, are you ready to make that second sacrifice? And Gian just goes into the middle of like the circle area here, nods, he takes out a knife and cuts his hand.
While this is going down, I kind of get near to Whirlin and I point out the glyphs and I mention like this is blood magic.
Yeah, and Whirlin will just like nod and go, should we stop it?
It might not be a good thing. We have too many people on us.
And now let's see what the spellbinder does.
We need to focus on that spellcaster first. I think best case scenario, maybe we go for him first, interrupt the ritual, and then make our way back. Use the bridge as a choke point.
Yeah. Gosh, 10 on a magic roll for something like this.
Oh, that sucks. He's trying to concentrate on his spell here. He says, I don't think that's enough, Gian. Perhaps you should cut another finger.
Actually, is it possible for me to, like, while I'm backed away, I wish to cast a spell on the Tevinter-looking mage that is goading John?
What spell?
I'm going to cast Horror on him.
Okay.
I want to cast Horror on him, and in doing so, hopefully have the nature of the horror spell dissuade the group.
Roll initiatives.
Yeah, this is time to see how that goes down.
Because blood magic, Tevinter mage, congratulations, you're hitting all of my no-nos.
As a free action, Whirlin will be summoning up his light, so everything is illuminated around him.
Uh-huh.
Do we at least get like a surprise round since they're not focusing on us?
You are, but I just want to get the initiative set since you're doing it out of nowhere.
Yeah, have the turn order.
Oh wow, I rolled a 9 twice for his initiative. Why is he not going in the turn order? What the fuck?
Good question. Clicking the token?
Yeah.
Oh, time to right-click him.
I did it again! 3 times in a row! Jesus fuck.
It demands to be 9.
The folks that are standing idle, let me do their initiative. Ooh, they got a high one. And let's do the shield guy. And I'm going to put Stelina and John on the same initiative. Just to keep it simple.
That's fine.
So that works. All right, so technically you get a surprise round. I'm assuming Stelina is going to stand idly by, unless if you have a plan, Theta. I see a huzzah.
We got pizza. That's all.
A huzzah for pizza.
But yeah, Selena standing by. That good, Theta?
It's a ritual. It's blood magic. Yeah, screw this.
Trying to wave my hands. Okay, yeah.
I didn't see that either. Whirlin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be stepping up and just whapping them over the head.
I mentioned before I was going to cast horror on the white clad figure.
Yep, and that's fine. I'm still gonna wallop them over the head.
It doesn't interrupt it, so
You notice
14 look.
Ooh, that looks pretty good. You notice he's concentrating on the spell.
And let me pull up stunts real quick just to remind myself. What can I do with 2?
That will be a hit, by the way.
I'll go ahead and take defensive stance, actually. Increase my defense by 2. I think I'm going to want that really soon. Alright, and let's do some damage. 6. So this mage is like not wearing any armor, right?
Actually, he is.
Oh wow.
He has
Some like soft leather.
some heavier leather actually. So he only.
Ooh, we're similar. Okay. That'll
Okay,
be fun.
let's see how horror casts. The target number is pretty large, and it's going to cost me quite a bit of mana. But if I pull it off, oh boy!
You
Six,
just get it.
6, 9, 10 with my entropy focus. Yes.
Yo.
So here's what happens. Until the target succeeds on a willpower courage test versus my spell power TN, they can do nothing but cower in fear.
Does he get that roll now or no?
It's the initial test, and he tries again at the start of each of his turns. And basically, it's basically ongoing days.
If they get I assume I have to get a 17. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. This is not good.
And it's cost 1 less mana since it's an entropy point, but that cost me 7 mana. It doesn't have to be sustained, though. So you see me cast horror, and suddenly his mind is assaulted with horrific imagery, demons, creatures, anything that would scare the shit out of him, and he's just, ah!
What is this? How dare you? What? No! You just hear him, like, shout and cower. The 3 madmen, like, here just growl and shout, no! And they, like, immediately charge Whirlin and Rodin.
Yay, defensive stance. Yay, I'm glad I chose it.
2 of them attack Rodin, 1 attacks Whirlin. Whirlin, you got a 12, Rodin, 15 and 14.
I'm popular.
The 12 misses me because I'm in a defensive stance.
Yeah, I get smacked.
You get smacked with both?
Yes.
Just checking. Okay. And we got 4 stun points, so it's gonna mighty blow you and then skirmish you. Try and break your concentration. You take 21.
Ow.
Plus another 4 on top, so 25, and you move back 1 space.
Ow.
And they start shouting in, like, just mad gibberish in Tavine. Stelina.
Hey, longsword.
On the guy in front of you. That is not enough. Done.
And done.
All right. Well,
I guess
John.
11 if they aim, but yeah.
The circle is still here, and John like steps to move for a second, but then you notice like he can't. It looks like he's almost paralyzed, like he's trapped in like the circle.
Ooh.
And he doesn't know, like, what's going on? This is not... Was this supposed to happen? The big guy with the gladiator-looking armor and heavy stuff just goes to... What's-her-face? Goes to Stelina. And he takes his bastard sword and swings it down on her face.
Oh, boy.
That's a 17. And with 6 stun points, I think that hits. Yeah. What do I want to do to you?
Do a lot of things.
I gotta think. Give me a second. From sheet. We'll dual strike. And will pierce armor. Actually, no, we can't dual strike. We will lightning attack, pierce armor, and skirmish. So we'll strike again. I gotta keep it PG-13. I'm sorry. Alright, strikes you again. 16, I think that both hits. First attack damage here is going to be Pierce Armor.
Let's see the damage.
What the fuck? It disappeared on me. Like,
All sorts of trouble.
it's supposed to be 2d6 plus 5.
Yep, that's it. 14. Pierce armor, jeez.
And then another 12 for the second attack. And you are skirmished. Yes. Actually, he skirmishes over here.
Ooh, okay.
So, Whirling, your turn.
Perfect.
Here comes the cat.
I am actually going to do Mind Blast right here and target these 3 individuals with it.
Go for it.
Very nice.
That will do it, and with 2 stunt points. Let's check out what my magic stunt points are again.
This is willpower, I believe. Yes.
Yes, I'm reasonably certain it was. Let me double check it for you. Heal, Mind Blast. No, Strength Might.
Might. Okay. So this is the gladiator.
Casting, yeah.
He's fine.
I'll increase the DC by 2.
He's still fine. He rolled a 19.
Yeah.
The other's at 16. So, and now the madmen. One of them is hit. The other one is able to survive. Okay.
That's going to cost me 5. And to go over what it does.
Oh, I know what it does. Like, the
Yeah.
one that fails is one of the ones near you, actually, and it's knocked prone.
Yep, everyone's knocked prone. That guy's specifically stunned, and that's fun. Man, these guys got just really lucky on their saves. Unfortunate. Yeah,
Yep, they
those are
also-
major action. Yeah.
Well, the losing of major action is pretty good.
So I feel much better.
So you're done?
Yep, I'm done.
Rodin, go ahead.
Can I make a magic roll to kind of determine what's going on with the circle with Jian?
Yes.
Okay, just do that quickly.
There you go.
Yeah.
It looks like it is a binding circle.
Do I know how to remove the effect? Is it just like breaking the circle will free him?
You breaking the circle would help in freeing him. You can also counterspell it or dispel it. But this binding circle, it looks like, if you didn't know better, it looked like that this guy was about to bind a demon to Jian.
Well then. So attempting to dispel the circle, would that be my major action for this turn?
That would require a major action, yes.
Speaking of free action, though,
It is.
Warland, I declare, it's a binding circle. This ritual was going to bind a demon of the Fade to Jian. Break the circle.
Okay.
And for my major action, I use my minor to do the Arcana. Wait, actually, with the magic roll of counted as a minor because I want to kind of move and attack.
The magic roll would be a minor, yes. In this case, because you're actually focusing on a specific thing.
I'm going to cast Drain Life then on the prone madman.
Go for it.
Oh, he's just getting all the bad luck today.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Oh yeah, gosh. So yeah, con stamina versus spell power. No stunts though. I was hoping for stunts. I always hope for stunts.
He failed.
That's a no.
Drain his soul. 10 points.
You see the color in him like start to like drain as if you're like sucking out his life energy.
Just
It is the Spellbinder's turn, and he is afraid.
still afraid.
He's still afraid. He moves back and he cowers. He says, "Kill them all!
He can do nothing other than cower in fear.
Kill them all! We demand the sacrifice tonight!"
Perfect.
The madman that is still up will strike at you, Werlin.
Okay,
12.
that'll do it.
The cat. No, it's the cat.
Ah, no, the cat with the sword. No, the guy like to the south was not involved in the mind blast, so he's just smacking me.
So he smacks you for 9. And the others all recover from their thing. So they lose a turn, but, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Losing turns is good.
losing turns and losing actions is how you control the battlefield. It's like Pokemon. Go ahead, Stelina. Oh, you already rolled. Never mind. God, that's a horrible roll. Gladiator, the Gladiator is now free of actions. He feels like stunned, but he like shakes it off. Werlin.
Right? Werlin's going to move over to the circle, and then he's going to try to disrupt the circle.
Yes.
This will require a magic check.
Hey, I'm good at that. And I suppose creation and primal do not apply.
No, not in this case.
Yeah, I didn't think so. 16.
You start concentrating your own magical energy on the circle, and you are now effectively counteracting it. It looks like the circle is starting to break. Maybe if you do it for one more turn, it'll do so.
Ready
Thankfully,
to jump.
this guy can't do shit because he's afraid, or else he would try and counteract you. So this was supposed to be like a contest roll for this circle, but anyway,
Yeah.
that ain't happening now. Rodin.
I love the entropy school.
Entropy's a good school.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rodin, your turn.
I'm thinking, because I get a feeling these guys are probably going to be after me. So I'm going to move to this sort of ruin area to kind of put a bit of terrain between me and these guys, and drain life again.
Same one?
Yep, same one. Because those pointy things hurt. Ooh.
That's a big hit. Go ahead and roll down.
4 stun points.
He failed, by the way.
So I get more of that suck. It sounds so wrong when I say it like that.
Can you do like more damage or anything like that, or?
I believe I can do Mighty Spell, but which does add like an extra D6 to the damage. Or I could fast cast for another casting.
It's always a fun option. You can drain life twice.
Either that, or I can Mighty Spell and then using my Dragon Scale Ring get a Mana Shield.
You can do that as well.
Yeah, but it's only a +2 bonus. I mean, it's a marginal increase, but I don't think it'll fully work. So I'm going to go for fast casting. So first, let me resolve the damage on my first drain life. Thank goodness it costs 1 less now because of my entropy focus. That's 7 damage.
Right.
So I'm up by 7.
Yep.
And then drain life again.
Same guy, different guy.
Same guy.
Yep, that's a hit.
Zoom, zoom.
Just unlimited power all over him.
Go ahead and does he get another roll? I guess.
It's a constant versus spell power. If he passes, I don't get the vamp damage.
No, he doesn't get anything.
Okay then. And this is all penetrating.
Yep.
9.
He's pretty beefy.
You drain life on him again, and you just see like his skin go completely pale. He like lurches over and just like collapses to the floor.
So yeah, just boom, 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 boom.
And he's down.